Kindergarten Dolphins. We're going to do some reading today. So I'll start with our objective and you repeat. Objective is what we are going to learn. So today we're going to go over a few things, okay? Today's first objective is I can use the memory word of. This is our memory word of. It's spelled O-F. And of is going to be one of our new memory words that, remember, it's not one that we're sounding out because that's not the usual sound that we hear from our letter O. Usually it says ah, but here we're reading it as of. And usually our F says f. So this does not say off, it says of. And it's important that we remember what this looks like so that when we see it, we know it says of. So we're going to practice with that memory word today. Our second objective is I can add an S to make words plural. We're also going to be talking about what that means. Plural means that when you have more than one of something. So when we add an S to the end of our words, it means that there's more than one of it. So if I say bug, it's just one bug. But if I say bugs means there's more than one bug. So we're going to be talking about plural words today and about our new memory word of. And we're going to be using our student book and we're going to be using our practice pages. We're actually going to warm up today with a practice page using our letter B beginning sounds to get our ears warmed up. Then we're going to get into our student book. So to start today, I need you to get out your new practice pages book and open up to practice page 3. I'll put it up on the board. Okay, so we're on practice page 3 in our new practice pages book, and we're going to be reviewing some of our beginning sounds. We're going to be listening for that b letter B sound, and if we hear a letter B at the beginning, we're going to write a lowercase b. If we don't, we'll have to figure out the other beginning sound. So our first picture is a bird. What do we hear at the beginning of bird? Bird. That's right, it's a B. So let's write a lowercase b on the line. Our next picture is a dragon. Dragon. What do we hear at the beginning of dragon? I hear a D, not a B, but a D. So I'm going to write a lowercase d. Notice that the bump on my lowercase d is facing a different direction than my lowercase b. Remember that B and D face different directions. What about a banana? What does banana begin with? That also begins with our lowercase b. Now here we have a top. A top is a little toy that spins. What does top begin with? It begins with a T. So we're going to write a lowercase t on the line. Let's go down to our next row. I see a bat. Bat. What does bat begin with? Another B. Bat. Here we have a gate. Gate. What does gate begin with? That's that letter G sound. Let's make sure that for our lowercase g, we're making that circular part in between our vanilla line and chocolate line, and that hook is going underneath. Next, I have a cup. Cup. What do we hear at the beginning of cup? I hear that letter C. So I'm going to write a lowercase c. Here we have a balloon. Balloon. What do we hear at the beginning of balloon? There's another letter B word. Balloon. Great work. Let's go down to our last line. This first picture is a leg. Leg. What do we hear at the beginning of leg? That's right, it's letter L. So I'm going to write a lowercase l. Our next picture shows us a book. Book. What do we hear at the beginning of book? Another letter B. Great job. Next up, we have a boat. Boat. And you're right, that's another letter B. Nice work. And our last picture is a frog. Frog. What do we hear at the beginning of frog? It's an F. Great job, everyone. Oh my goodness. Look at all of those letters that we found. Such great encoding, listening to the beginning sound and writing it. I think our ears are warmed up and I think our hands are warmed up. We're gonna open up our new Super Kids Clubs book to page 6. Okay, so here we are on page 6 and 7, both pages here. Now remember, the last thing that we just heard about the Super Kids is that they're going to be using Gus and Gert's old bus for their club. Now I see up at the top here, Talk is looking at the bus and she is reading a sentence. And we're gonna read the sentence that she's saying here. Now let's look at this word here in pink. That is our memory word, of. So when we see that word, we say of. Now Talk is saying the bus has lots of stuff. What is stuff? Well, stuff can mean lots of different things. What does she mean when she says the bus has lots of stuff? She's looking at the bus and saying, oh my goodness, it has so many things covering it. There's all different types of things. I see cobwebs, I see a basketball, I see plants, I see some bugs. There are so many different things on the bus. The bus has lots of stuff. Now notice that word T, or that letter S at the end, lots. That's saying there's more than one. There's lots of it. So if we add an S to the end of our words, remember we make it plural. Plural means more than one. So let's look at our first sentence here. So on these pages, we're going to be looking at some of the different things on this bus, and we're going to be looking at the words, and we need to write our memory word of on the lines here. So first it says lots, and then I'm going to write my memory word of. Now let's see. Do we have lots of bags? And I'm adding that S at the end. Bags or bugs? Lots of bag or bugs? What are there lots of? Bags or bugs? Let's take a look. I don't really see any bags. Do you see any bags? I do see some bugs though. I see bugs up here in the windows, in the door. Lots of bugs. Remember, not just one bug, but lots of them. That's why there's that S at the end. Lots, and then I'm going to trace my memory word of. Now let's read these words. Flags, fast. Lots of flags or lots of fast? Lots of fast? That doesn't really make sense. Do you see any flags? Oh, I see some flags up here. Oh yeah, there's lots of flags. So I'm going to circle flags. There's lots of flags. Now let's go to the next one up here at the top. Lots, and then I need to write that memory word of, and we spell it O-F. Lots of dust or lots of gust? A gust would be like some wind. Do you think the bus has lots of dust or gust? Probably lots of dust. It's been sitting for a long time. And our last one. Lots, and I need to add my memory word of. Lots of, let's read these words. Stiff, stiff. Lots of stiff, lots of stuff. Stuff, lots of stuff. What do you think is correct? Lots of stiff or lots of stuff? Lots of stuff. That's what Talk was saying. Or that's what Talk was saying. The bus has lots of stuff. Nice job, everyone. So here we were working on adding that memory word of and looking at how when we add an S to the end of our words, it becomes a plural, more than one. Let's read the sentences again. Lots of bugs. Lots of flags. Lots lots of stuff. Nice work, everyone. We're going to do a little bit more practice on our practice pages now, okay? So go ahead, grab your practice pages back out. We're going to turn to practice pages 4 and 5. Those are going to be the last things we work on today. Okay, so you'll notice that on practice page 4 here, it kind of just looks like a blank page. On this page, we're going to write a sentence about lots of something. So I want you to look around your house at home. Is there something that you have a lot of? Maybe you have a lot of toys. Maybe you have a lot of crayons. Maybe you have a lot of clothes. Maybe you have a lot of shoes. Maybe you have a lot of apples to eat or snacks. Or maybe you have lots of flowers in your garden. I want you to write a sentence, tell me about something that you have lots of. Just like we saw that there were lots of stuff on the bus. So I'm looking around our classroom and we have, what do we have lots of? We have lots of books. So I'm going to write lots of. Now you can look at how to spell this by looking in your Super Kids Club book. Lots, L-O-T-S. You can also sound that out, lots. And then here's our memory word of that we need to remember how to spell, lots of. And I'm going to write books. Books, B-O-O-K-S, lots of books. And then I'm going to draw all of the bookshelves that we have in our classroom. We have lots of different bookshelves in our library. So that's what we have lots of where I am. So I want you to look at your house and write about what you have lots of. And then draw a picture to match. So I'm drawing all of our different books. We have books of different sizes and shapes. We have little books and big books and picture books. We have lots of books. And notice I have an S at the end of my word book because we don't just have one book. We have lots of books. So I have to add an S there to make it plural. So make sure whatever you're writing, you have an S at the end. So you would say you have lots of toys, or lots of flowers, or lots of tables, lots of chairs. Always having an S at the end tells me there's more than one. So that's going to be your first practice page that you're going to work on. When you finish this one, you're going to turn to practice page 5, okay? So let's turn to practice page 5 and look at what you're going to do there. Okay, here's practice page 5. On this page, your job is to finish the sentence. To do that, you need to read the words at the top and then figure out which ones go at the end of which sentence. So that means that you need to also read the sentences here. So at the top, you have some different words. Then you have some different beginnings of your sentence. You can read through and then look at the picture to help you as well. But remember, we want to look at the words first, decode, and then look at the picture, okay? So for your homework, you're going to complete practice pages 4 and 5. So practice pages 4 and 5, and then flip through both to show me your work. All right, Kindergarten Dolphins, good luck. Make sure that you're practicing all your memory words, including our new one of. Okay, I'll see you guys later.